Huh? What the hell are you talking about? I don't know any...
Ain't no point trying to play dumb anymore, Santa. Actually, I guess I should call you Aoi Kurashiki, huh? My memory came back to me, kid. You're Aoi Kurashiki, no doubt about it. Never thought I'd be back in this room talking to you. But hey, I guess this was all part of your plan, right? After all, the person who planned the notary game this time around was Zero, and Zero's you.
Looks like you really do have your memories back, huh? Well, I guess there's no point in hiding it then, huh? Yeah, you got me. I'm Aoi Kurashiki. I was one of the kids in the notary game 9 years ago.
Oh yeah, I'm assuming he didn't recognize him because there was nothing defined about him at the time. For like Ace, because he can't see faces either.
Yeah.
It was only the fact that Snake was blind.
Well, he was short and stuff, like, so he wouldn't have been able to tell from body shape, and the voice would have changed.
They said the only reason he remembered Snake was because of the blindness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I made it out. So did Snake over there. But there's one thing... No, I guess there's two things you got wrong. Number one, I ain't Zero.
June is Zero, isn't she?
What?
You'll have to see.
Wait, what? Sure, I was helping Zero out, but I'm really more of an assistant, like a secretary. But an assistant's only an assistant. I didn't come up with all this. All I did was follow Zero's orders.
Then, if you're not Zero, who is?
Calm down there, Junpei. Didn't I say two things?
Actually, you did mention at some point about the traitor in the group, you know, like the assistant helping Zero.
Yeah, I did actually mention that, because that also was a thing, so that's Santa. And that makes sense. Okay.
You made one more mistake. Junpei, you just said, all of this was revenge for what happened 9 years ago. That's why this notary game happened. But that's not it. Revenge isn't the only purpose.
Okay, so he is a mission. Revenge is a purpose.
Well, part of it, yes.
Part of it, but not all of it. More likely, I say, if he's the assistant to Zero, I say what caused him was him getting revenge. But obviously, the other point is probably what the real Zero wants. Mm-hmm. So his purpose is probably mostly revenge. Which I totally understand, in fairness. Totally get it, Santa, don't worry. But only on Ace and the other three assholes. But luckily, at the moment, no one else has died except for those three assholes. And hopefully...
At least in this timeline.
In this timeline. So, at the moment, yeah. So, you know, still good. If everyone else leaves, fine, you're good.
We'll see what the purpose of the notary game is, you see. Because revenge, I would say, it's not the primary purpose
It
of the
isn't,
game.
but I'm guessing it's his part of it, what he wants.
Partially, probably.
Yeah, but because he's the secretary, like I said, if he's not the one who planned it, but what probably coerced him more to help was probably revenge, honestly. Like,
I don't want to say too much.
okay.
There's another reason you guys were playing the notary game. To save someone.
Save someone?
No, I just want to say that Caitlin's head jerked back.
Yeah, it was like, save.
Right. You were brought here to help my sister. To save Akane.
What the hell are you talking about? Akane Kurashiki died 9 years ago in this room. I was there. I saw... What? What the hell? Where is she? Where's Akane Kurashiki? Ugh! Oh, my head! My head, it feels like it's gonna pop.
Seven! What the hell is going on?
I don't know, I just... Oh! I swear to God, my head feels like it's about to explode!
What was the Notary Project? I'm sure you know already, but I'll tell you one more time. It was a project designed to test a particular phenomenon. And what was that phenomenon? For two organisms to communicate with one another in the absence of physical contact. The morphogenetic field theory. Could human beings use these invisible fields to exchange information? That was what this experiment was conducted to determine. There were two separate locations. One was the Gigantic, and the other was a building in Nevada called Building Q. The 9 children trapped in Building Q were faced with numerous puzzles, copies of identical ones in the Gigantic. They were told to send their answers into the morphic field set and transmit them to their brothers and sisters on the Gigantic. The transmitters were put in Building Q, and the receivers were put on the Gigantic. Each sibling pair was supposed to be split up, but there was a mistake.
Oh, okay, so there was just a mistake.
Yeah.
Akane was a transmitter. She should have been in Building Q. However, for some reason, she was placed in the Gigantic with the receivers, like me. Perhaps she was mistaken for someone who was supposed to be in Group A. Whatever the case, Akane ended up on the Gigantic.
Yeah, so it was an accident in the end.
Okay, so it was an accident. That makes sense. So I was like, kind of surprised that Ace and his ego made him a mistake, but okay.
Well, I mean, to be fair, he's not looking
That-
over every aspect
That was
of it.
sarcasm.
Yeah.
I think I've told you enough. You get it, don't you? I'm pretty sure you know where this is going, Junpei.
Do you,
What
Caitlin?
is
Not
going
really.
Don't play dumb. You know things you shouldn't. Things you couldn't. How did you know Ace had prosopagnosia? How did you know why Ace wanted to kill Kubota and how Nijisaki was killed? Were you surprised when you found out Ace was Hongo? And what about the coffin Snake was trapped in? How the hell did you open it?
Well, that's...
Okay, I'll read this now. It's been a while, folks. Back to novel mode. He knew because I knew. Junpei was receiving information that I... Oh, actually, stop.
Are you not going further?
This is you, actually.
Junpei was receiving information that I sent to him through the morphic field set. It's simple, really. How do I know the alternate future then? Imagine a river that splits in two like an upside down Y. The river flows from the top to the bottom from a single stream into two branches. It only flows in one direction. It can never flow backward. Information is the same way. It moves from the past to the future but never flows backwards. That's why people at the river source in the past will never know about those downstream in the future. But the people downstream will never know about one another either. Information only flows along the path of the river. But I am different. I can manipulate the morphic field set to pluck knowledge from the future. I know what happens on either fork of the river. Even though the people on the either fork know nothing about one another. Now, who am I? I am the 9th letter of the alphabet.
I am I.
Oh, I am I. Oh, but I am also 0. No, that's not true. I'm not really 0. Not yet. Perhaps you could say I am less than 0. 0 is my future. In 9 years, I will be 0.
Wait, I think this... Where did she go?
Is you? Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is... June. No, Akane. Where did you go?
Santa!
Why's Clover... Oh, S.
Freeze.
Santa's got the gun. Guess he picked it up when we weren't watching.
Yeah, I wouldn't care if you killed him. Said this multiple times, but he's an asshole. He doesn't.
Looks like he's turned the tables on Ace, though. Wonder how he likes having a gun to his head.
Yeah,
Get up.
but
Sure isn't about to take that gun off him for a minute, is he?
I don't know. Would he actually shoot him though? I don't know. Would he actually do that though? Because I don't really think Santa would be like a global murderer himself, personally.
You have faith in Santa.
Yeah, kind of.
Ace isn't putting up any kind of fight. I mean, I don't think I would either, but he just looks drained. I guess he's going for the door, huh? He doesn't need to verify to go through that door, but
Hey, what's your plan, Santa? What are you doing?
he can't get through any numbered doors with just 2 people. What the hell is he thinking?
Didn't I tell you? I'm Santa Claus. It's time for me to go make a wish come true.
That's it? That's all he's gonna give us? What the hell does that even mean? S, they're out.
Wait, I thought you couldn't go through with 2 people.
And now the gate's shut. I don't think this is a numbered door, though. Isn't that one of just the doors at
Oh yeah.
the beginning?
Oh yeah, it's not. It isn't. Yeah.
And now the gate's shut. Looks like the rest of us are stuck in here. They're all looking at me. At least Seven's headache is gone. He seems to be alright. Well, I guess there's no harm in trying. Let's see if this door still opens.
Damn, Well, it looks like this door isn't opening anytime soon.
Oh, you mean we're trapped?
So it would seem.
What the hell is Santa trying to do?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, what?
Have you considered where we are? There can really only be one thing Santa would do now.
Is he trying to recreate the scenario where his sister died?
Something like that, yeah.
No. No, you can't be serious.
Oh, but he is. S, we've got to do something.
You really wouldn't just say shit?
Sorry?
You really just couldn't say shit? That's like the line of
I
shit.
can't. You know I can't.
I know. One day I'll get you to curse.
Oh god, I hope not. Maybe we can still get out through door 9. There's the red. Yeah, alright, we can do this. I've just gotta... No, it's not gonna work. There's no way. The 5 of us can't open this door. 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8 equals 26. 2 plus 6 equals 8. Is there any combination that'll work?
Junpei, can I borrow your pen and notebook?
Sure, why not? I don't think I'm gonna need them. Ever again. Well, she certainly looks purposeful. Looks like she's writing equations, a lot of them. Huh? Oh man, she doesn't look very happy. What? Hey, no need to be ripping pages out like that. Jeez.
What the hell are you doing, Clover? Give me that!
Alright, at least 7 got it away from her. Maybe now I can get a look at what she was writing. Let's see.
Wait, who's in the room? There's Lotus, who is number 7, no?
No, she's 8.
Oh, so the only combination that works is leaving Lotus behind.
Yeah. But here's a question now, you see. They're still thinking about it from the 9 perspective. What happened with Ace when he tried to do 9?
It wouldn't work.
Yeah.
What? And there's no other way?
Lotus. Looks like she'd figured it out, though. Man, this is just too cruel.
It's okay. Go.
Lotus.
Well, this is like the train track problem.
Mm-hmm.
All of them die, or will she stay back and sacrifice herself?
Come on, you know we can't do that.
Don't give me that. I'm sure you'd love to get rid of me.
God damn it, you idiot!
Whoa, where the hell did that come from? Looks like she expected that about as much as I did.
Without... if you're not... Look, it'd be bad, alright?
For a cop, he sure doesn't have much confidence.
Bad?
Yeah.
Oh, does he actually like Lotus?
I do wonder about that.
I kind of do wonder sometimes, did he get so mad at her because he actually kind of had some weird thing for her?
If there weren't assholes like you around, I'd be out of a job.
He's 7 a tsundere.
Look, I'm just not leaving you behind, alright? End of story.
7.
He's right. I'm not leaving you either.
Me too.
You didn't honestly think I'd abandon you, did you?
You're all idiots.
Act as tough as you want, Lotus. We can all see you're about to cry.
That being said, however, I doubt we would be able to open the door anyway, even if we were to leave Lotus behind.
Snake's caught on quicker than everyone else.
Why?
I trust you remember what happened to Ace. I couldn't see exactly what happened, but I was able to guess what he was attempting to do earlier at the Red.
Oh, yeah.
No!
Because
What is this?
based on
Why?
previous experiences, this should have worked.
The digital route should be 9! It has to be 9! Then why? Why isn't it opening?
Do you have any idea why it didn't open?
The digital route isn't 9.
So what is it?
I don't know yet.
Okay, you haven't gotten that far, okay.
Just to see, why don't we give it a shot?
Is it 0?
Oh, that would actually... Well, how would you...
Oh, you couldn't get it 0.
I don't think you...
You can get 0.
Yeah, because you're never going to get 0, 0, 0.
No, you're not. That's right. Don't know then.
Give it a shot.
Yes, that is what I said.
Yep, didn't work. Oh, well, yeah, maybe I should have read that, but...
I don't think you need to. That's the math.
Yeah,
everyone.
that's just...
Do you really want us to read math out? No. No, you don't.
You were right.
It ain't opening.
But it did open 9 years ago. The digital route was 9 then, I'm sure of it.
You think maybe they changed
Yeah,
the
because they
settings?
sent the other kids out that were able to go.
They did, yeah. There was 4 left in the room. S. If we can...
I'm so disappointed.
That touch that you gave. And I can see the pained expression on your
Just say
face.
shit.
I can't. I was taught very young not to curse. And unlike most people, it actually stuck with me.
I know.
So, if we can't get through the door, we can't get out. The walls are way too high. There's no way in hell we could get to that hole that 7 popped it out of 9 years ago. All we can do is stand here and stare at this door with a 9 on it. I guess this is it. This is the end.
And it goes to the end. Game over.
Well, yeah, that'd be a happy ending, alright.
Oh, is this me or you? I was watching. I had watched everything that was reflected in his eyes. I was listening. Every sound that vibrated in his eardrums I heard.
I don't know if this was here before, actually. Look at the top right.
A Kane vision. Oh, no, it wasn't. But I was kind of half wondering, was this a Kane? Anyway.
Well, yeah, because for what I made you... I swapped over.
How did she disappear? Like, I'm so confused with that. Smell, taste, touch. I felt everything he felt. I knew. I knew everything about him. What he was thinking, what he was feeling, what he was sensing. All of his feelings and worries and fears became mine. My mind, my consciousness, was inside of him. Through the morphic field set, we were resonant and we were as one. I was him, and at the same time, I was an observer. I started through a tremendous noise like a clap of thunder. That was approximately 9 hours ago. A bomb had gone off on the ship we were on. That was when my resonance with him began. My resonance even melted into him and we became one, inside of Junpei.
Oh, out of context, that sounds
Somehow-
really bad.
Somehow I found myself in Junpei's mind 9 years in the future. But I didn't lose myself. I was living in 2 realities at once. One was the present, and the other was the future.
That actually sounds like it would cause my head to explode.
I'm still confused. Perhaps you can think of it as 2 movies showing on the same screen at the same time.
Could you watch 2 movies on the same screen at the same time?
I can multitask, but no, I can't do that.
Yeah, that's...
Sometimes I game and I would listen to like podcasts and stuff.
Yeah, but that's completely different. You're using 2 different senses there.
Yeah. Obviously, I can only do that when I'm leveling up and like.
Yeah.
Eventually, it becomes difficult to separate them and determine which movie is which. However, if I concentrated it, I was able to focus on one or the other. That was why I was able to grasp what was happening in front of me.
Come on, over here!
There was my brother, Aoi. He was yelling.
By the way, this is the first time we got to look at the other 5, like, participants.
But I'm assuming they're not anything important.
Probably not, no.
I followed him. Around me were 7 other children. They all looked like they were about my age.
Come on, hurry up!
We ran down a long straight hallway and burst into the large hospital room. Everyone was arguing. 2 of the boys got in a fist fight. A girl was watching them began to cry. I want to go home, she cried. I want to go home. Another girl slapped the crying girl and glared down at her. It has been 2 hours since the nunnery game began.
Why do I feel like that was Lotus's daughter who was the one who slapped
Oh, more likely Lotus's daughter.
Yeah.
We were starting to fall apart. But just when all hope seemed lost, Light started talking. He was blind. 9 years later, we would call him Snake.
Yeah, his first name is actually Light.
Does he have a death note?
I knew it. I knew you were gonna go with that.
I'm sorry.
It's fair.
Hello? Everyone? Could you come over here for a moment?
He was older than most of us, and his voice had authority and dignity. The fights died down, and we gathered around him.
I have a little sister. She is very important to me.
Honestly, yeah, I could totally see Snake being like the voice of reason when they were
Yeah.
younger, yeah.
Right now, she is over in Building Q and is desperately trying to send information over to me. Her name is Clover, and today is her 9th birthday.
So
Her name is actually Clover.
her name is actually Clover. Yeah.
She never lied about her name the entire game.
No, it's her name is actually Clover, and it's
I
just
wonder why she never lied.
well, you see, her reasoning for originally was that she's the number 4 and 4-leaf clover, but it turns out her name is actually Clover.
That's kind of funny that she just...
Her alias is actually her name, and we didn't know it.
That's actually kind of funny. Okay. As he spoke, he pulled something from his pocket. In his hand were 9 4-leaf clovers.
I was going to give these to her as a birthday present. I was outside picking them when I was abducted.
Isn't that adorable?
I'm sure I've already told you, but I am blind. For a man who can't see, collecting 9 of a very specific plant is...
Well, yeah.
Well, it is
Because
difficult.
here's a quick thing. If you're going off of feel, could you imagine trying to feel clovers?
I know that's gonna be impossible.
But my sister means a great deal to me. And I hope that these would show her how much I cared for her. Since it's her 9th birthday, I thought 9 4-leaf clovers would be appropriate. Every one of you has a brother or a sister in Building Q with Clover.
Not in the case of
It's Aioi and Akane.
the
For their
Korshikis.
sake, we have to survive. We have to get off this ship. Do you understand? If we're going to do that, there are 3 things you have to remember. We need trust and love, and we have to have faith in
You
one
remember,
another.
this is the stuff that Santa said he hated. Trust, love, faith, and... What was the last?
Faith in trust, love, and faith. That was it.
No, there was 4, because it was...
No, he said
4.
3 things.
Well, yeah, but he's probably gonna add like an overall one now.
I can't remember what it was. But I can see why. Maybe he did believe it at the start, but maybe with losing Akane and everything.
Yeah.
If we can take all 3 of those to heart,
Yeah,
then
good
I
luck.
promise that good luck will come our way.
Those are the 4.
Yeah. But I can see why. I say it was because he probably... But he didn't... He ran down on his own to get Akane. He didn't ask him to come back with him.
Yeah, that's true.
Did you know that the leaves on the 4-leaf clover mean faith, trust, love, and luck?
And in fairness, Light did go back, even though he was blind,
Yeah, he did.
along with the thing. So, like, it's not like they didn't try.
Yeah, they tried their best.
So,
Those words are leaf words. So if you believe what I've told you, and you understand, then I want you each to have one of these. They're a promise between friends.
he gave a clover to each of us. I took one too.
I will admit,
Yeah, nearly
I
spoke.
made a noise.
Eventually, he was left with only a single 4-leaf clover.
I'm so used to like reading the sound stuff
I
with
know.
Junpei.
He had one last thing to say.
Now don't ever forget, so long as you have that, we will always be connected. Do you understand?
When he finished, the tension of only a few minutes before was gone. We were calm. After that, we ran around the ship for a while longer and opened several of the numbered doors until we finally found a door with the number 9 on it. In fact, there were 2 doors with 9 on them, and we found them in the chapel. We split into 2 groups and we walked through the doors.
Think about this now, Caitlin. If we're Akane, what's our fate gonna be here?
We die.
Mhm.
Before long, we all found ourselves in a room with a ceiling that looked like an upside-down funnel. For some reason, this room had another number 9, but this time it was the only one. But if there was only one door, that means only 5 people could escape.
What are we gonna do? There aren't any other doors.
We began to panic. Then, as if things had not gotten bad enough already,
Warning. Warning. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged. Automatic incineration will take place in 18 minutes.
and soon after this is when 7
Pops out.
pops
yeah.
out, yeah.
Please evacuate the incinerator immediately. Repeat.
can't remember Seven's real name.
Well, actually, I was about to say that.
Did he actually tell us his real name?
So he's the only character in this game that you never find out his real name.
Oh, really? Because in my head, I was like, did we ever find out his real name?
No, he's the only one who no one knows his real name.
That's kind of funny.
All the other
Wait,
characters.
what's Lotus's real name? I don't know if we ever got that either.
Well, we got her surname.
Oh, I don't think we ever got her first name, though.
I do know if you look up the wiki, her first name's there. I can't remember. Maybe they haven't mentioned it yet or something. I don't know.
Maybe.
Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged.
What? What's happening? What did that thing say? That didn't sound good.
My brother Ayawi swallowed hard and answered.
I think it means this room is gonna burn.
Burn!
The plaque on the door says incinerator. And that voice said that the incineration is about to start. And incinerate means to burn.
No! Help me!
Abject terror filled the room as everyone began to scream and cry. Even every pair of eyes were filled with despair. Then, high up on the wall, a door opened and a man appeared. He was a huge, frightening mountain of a man, as large as a bear. 9 years later, we'll call him Seven.
Don't worry, kids. I'm not your enemy. I'm one of the good guys. I'm a detective. I'm here to rescue you.
The rest happened just like Seven had said it did. The 4 of us who had stayed behind were saved by Seven. He crawled through the vent, away from the incinerator, and slid down into the hall.
So now we're going to learn why Akane turned back.
We came out on the other side of door 9. On the wall opposite of the door was a set of double doors. We went through those and began to run up the spiral stairs. As we ran, I led the way. Behind me were Nona, my brother, Ioi, Snake, and Seven. If she led the way, how did they not see her run back down? Okay, never mind. Then the other children, the ones who had gone through door 9 before us, were up ahead. I could hear them cheering each other on. We ran and ran and ran. We leapt across as many stairs as we could and kept running. The stairs spiraled upward like a tornado. Eventually, I pulled ahead of the rest. Perhaps Nona had slowed them down. I didn't want to lose them, so I slowed down as well. I didn't stop, but I glanced over my shoulder from time to time to see if they'd caught up. That's when I realized.
Oh no, where is it? Did I drop Jumpy's present?
I knew I had it with me when we passed through the vent. Then I had dropped it as we slid out. I had to go back, I had to. But I knew I couldn't tell the others. They would stop me. I was sure of it. I didn't stop to think, I simply moved. I ran to the central hall, the room that connected to all the other areas of the ship. I hid in the shadows, and moments later I felt a rush of wind as they ran past me up the staircase. Oh, so she hid, okay.
Yeah.
I waited until they were out of sight, and then I ran. I moved as quietly as I could, down and down and down. Finally, I reached the bottom deck. I ran into the hallway and looked around frantically.
There it is!
It was just where I thought it would be, sitting under the opening of the vent. I ran over and snatched it from the floor, but as I ran back towards the stairs in freedom...
Surprise!
Yeah, here comes our favourite villain.
Yeah.
The door to the incinerator opened and a man stepped out. It was Hongo. Gentaro Hongo. 9 years later, we'll call him Ace.
Ah, how wonderful to see you decided to come back.
He smiled, made my blood run cold. It looked mechanical, as if someone had simply pulled up the corner of his mouth.
Can I just say, like, because you kind of slightly stumble over your words, but so far you're doing a very impressive job of reading this.
Oh, thank you. I did do a drama for years, so...
Yeah, I'm aware that you have a little bit of dyslexia.
Yeah, I do. So mechanical. That is mechanical, though.
Yeah, it is mechanical. You've been reading everything pretty much right, so I just wanted to commend you.
Okay.
Come with me. We must continue the experiment.
I shook my head, eyes wide. Slowly, I began to walk backwards. 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps. Then I spun around and broke into a run.